Making the Grade, a production of Community Colleges of Spokane.
Hello, I'm Christine Johnson, Chancellor of the Community Colleges of Spokane, and Making the Grade has a terrific program that we want to discuss. The program is Gateway to College. It's a dual enrollment program that allows 16 to 21-year-old students who are perhaps struggling in high school to have an opportunity to make up some of those high school credits while also earning college credit. Gateway to College really having success and making a difference in getting students back to school and on to college so that we can prepare them for the future and a career of their choice.
I really like to write music. I like to sing a lot.
Like most teenagers, Aaron Hinckley has plans for his future, but until recently, he thought his dreams were out of reach.
And when it came time to graduate, and I had gotten kicked out of school my sophomore year, and from there on, I had to jump from alternative school to alternative school to alternative school just to transition to get back into high school. And by the time I transitioned to get back into high school, and they allowed me back into high school, it was already the end of sophomore year, and I had to find something else. I had to find something else, something that would just, at least let me graduate, at least let me feel a feeling of self-improvement.
Gateway to College allows students to earn both high school and college credits at the same time.
The way I accumulate the credits is basically you go join a 5-credit college class, and the 5-credit college class is worth 1 high school credit. And a 5-credit college class takes you through 4 quarters, and it's really simple and easy, and you just have to adapt to the college life.
It was just what he needed to get back on track.
And then when I got here, I was really nervous. I didn't think I was going to fit in. I thought that a lot of the kids were going to be ahead of me because my grades weren't so good and my math skills were really rusty. And when I got here, I fit right in. I mean, everybody was like really just, they helped me so much in so many different ways.
After he completes his high school diploma, Aaron will get his associate's degree with an eye toward his music career.
If you want a second chance, this is your second chance. And nobody's really going to give you a good second chance like this one is.
Joining us today are 2 very special guests, Jennifer Alt, director of the program, and Jordan Boyd, who is a recent graduate of Gateway to College, and you'll be so interested to learn about both experiences. Experience as a student and a graduate of the program, and then as director, the challenges and opportunities that we present to students in the program. So Jennifer, I'm going to start with you. Mm-hmm. Tell us and tell our audience about the Gateway to College program, and what is it, why does it matter, and what difference is it making?
Absolutely. Gateway to College is a nationally recognized program, and we are working with students who have dropped out of high school or who have not been successful, who may be behind in credits for their age, and we're bringing them to the college environment, giving them a second chance at their education in a more mature environment, one in which they can avoid the drama that was in the high school hallways maybe, or things that might not have been working well for them there, and letting them start with a complete second chance and a do-over. They're coming to the college, they're taking college courses. In the beginning, we start preparing them for that, so we do spend a lot of time preparing them to get ready for those college courses.
Counseling sessions and meetings.
Oh, classes, even
yeah. Okay.
We have an orientation, getting them really kind of geared up at what to expect. It's a lot of times they're very bright students, but they may not have the study habits or the study skills or the little things that we know that you need when you're going to be successful in college. So we spend a lot of time preparing them with that through math and English and college success courses. And then after they complete their first quarter, they transition fully into their college courses to complete their high school diplomas. So they're earning dual credits for college and high school.
How very exciting, and what a great opportunity for students. And then to have Jordan, you've been in the program, you've gone through this experience. Tell us about it. Tell us first about yourself, and how did you learn about it? What persuaded you to get in the program, and then your experience in it?
I started off in a regular high school, and the environment and not as much support there. I ended up dropping out in the middle of my junior year, and a counselor contacted me and asked me to come to a meeting where Jennifer and my Gateway to College coach, basically, they came and talked to me about it and asked me to come to another meeting and keep following up, and my mom really pushed me towards it.
And that's
I
wonderful.
didn't think if I couldn't do high school, I didn't think I could do college. And I ended up going, and I graduated earlier than I was supposed to.
Oh my goodness, congratulations. What an accomplishment.
It really taught me how to look at life in different ways and how to study and how to find the
Like your
path to
interest in
take,
yourself?
yeah, and what I can do to help myself. And it just really changed my outlook.
It's changed
on
your
life.
outlook. Well, I mean, just think about all those accomplishments in a short time. And,
Yeah.
you know, I'm sure you know that you're not alone and that students sometimes don't have good high school experiences. But they have, like you, lots of talent and can keep going. And what a great opportunity. And what a great counselor who contacted you, huh? So that's really wonderful. Tell us then about, because our viewers want to know, so what was it that was different in this program in terms of, say, the kind of support or you know, we've heard about the classes and the study skills, and is it, you know, is it the small and, you know, small classes, a lot of attention? What made it work for you?
We had basically 3 people, Jennifer being one of them, and they just became really close and a lot of support, and being able to go to them and telling them our problems with our classes. And then we had 3 teachers that we became really close to, and they learned how to work with us, and it was like college boot camp.
That's a great terminology. Is it used, Jennifer?
Oh, yeah.
That college boot camp? It's exactly what it is. Good.
And they taught us how to study, how to be prepared, and how our high school behaviors weren't going to be accepted in college.
Right.
And it was time to grow up and get prepared and figure out your time management. And it was just the support.
It's really remarkable. And then to think of your success of having finished early. Not only finished well, but finished early. And it's like you're making up time now.
Yeah.
so I'm sure your family's immensely proud, and we are too. We're proud of your success. And what would you say, Jennifer? I'm sure the stories are all so heartwarming, and every student's story is so special when they recognize their talent, and then you know the kind of growing up and commitment you have to make. You know, ultimately the work is done by the students to finish. So, what would you say are the you know, the attributes that help that student then, you know, just kind of build that confidence and move forward? What would you say? What have you observed in the time that we've had the program?
A lot.
You could write a book.
The students, they do come to us kind of, you know, wondering, like, Jordan, can I do this? Am I smart enough? You know, everyone
kind of
hasn't
full of
necessarily,
doubt.
yeah, everyone hasn't been telling them that in their lives necessarily, you know, because they haven't shown success before.
Sure.
So when they come to us, we start slowly, and we start to build their successes very slowly. You know, we don't want their first experiences to be another F. We don't want it to be another, you know, kind of bad experience for them. So we really focus on attendance and getting them there every day.
It's kind of a big habit of showing up.
It absolutely is. If they're gone, Ada and Josh, who are our academic success coaches, they call the students the second we know they're not there. You know, we're really kind of reinforcing, hey, first you just need to come. Then it's getting them to do. And when they can start to realize that they can turn in homework, which they haven't, a lot of them are like, homework?
What's that and why?
And I think as they start to build those successes slowly, you see a change mid-quarter in the students that is just, it's that confidence that you're talking about. But they do have to come to us with an extraordinary amount of motivation to change, which is the hardest thing to do.
That is the hardest thing because, you know, habits become practices of this is how I live my life, and so that commitment and that inspiration and motivation that I'm sure your mom must, again, have felt so proud of you, making the decision with her encouragement to follow through. And then what would you say have been the most difficult aspects of the change in, behavior and attitude, and then, of course, resulting in success? What was the hardest for you?
I think the hardest was probably looking down on myself and not having the confidence, just because coming from a high school and people at the high school figuring out that I dropped out, and just the stories that I heard that obviously weren't true, and all the people who said that I wasn't going to do it, and just knowing that I can do it and telling myself that I can, and watching those people kind of take a step back and realize
you're a college student and you're moving forward, and yes, that's.
And now it's just kind of helping them out.
Yes.
And not using anything against them.
No, that's, and that just shows such generosity and character on your part, of just saying, you've succeeded, and now if you can help another student succeed, that's a beautiful thing. So what are your plans now? Jordan, you've got, you've made this big step, you're ahead, and so what's next?
It's all kind of mind-boggling. It's scary. Money, I didn't realize how much college was.
College is expensive, and we're affordable. CCS really strives to be affordable, and yet, it does take tuition dollars and books and all that. So.
I'm registering for summer classes, and then I'm going to continue after that. And right now I'm just really trying to figure out what I want to be. Like, I have ideas of how I want to work in the world.
Yes.
And it's just a matter of figuring out where I can work that'll...
The field of study?
Yeah, that'll bring all my interests together.
And so just share like a day that you have in the office, Jennifer, with working with so many students, and I'm sure you're just glowing with pride and seeing their individual progress, and as you said, the confidence and the skill and the knowledge that you earned the confidence by having done what was required. And so just describe a day that you have, or how you spend your time and when you intervene most. And of course we know the faculty coaches are key, but just describe a typical day, if there is such a thing for you.
Oh, I don't know that there has been a typical day. It changes every day depending on what student needs to talk. We have a setup right now in the dean's area where we have a front desk where our program assistant Rich sits, and we have snacks. So the first thing when I walk in the door is the students are at the counter already saying hello to us, having a snack in the morning, and interacting with Rich and I, and so I try to hang out there for a little bit and talk to them. And
so clearly a welcoming environment that really matters.
We really want them to come in and say hello to us, and we actually require all of our students who have transitioned into college classes have to come sign in with us every day.
Oh, excellent.
Keeps up with the attendance.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's kind of that accountability.
Yeah, so, it's a great day when I know no one comes to see me in a way, because I know that they're all doing quite well.
Right.
But,
or they have figured out how to problem solve
but we're there, and if they have any issues or any concerns, they might come and see me, and then, of course, we'll try to get their coach involved and kind of, send them over to their coach's office. Or, but by and large, I'm working on meetings, and I'm working with our school districts. We partner right now with Spokane Public Schools and West Valley School District. We recently signed a new agreement with Cheney.
I'm thrilled, because our public school partners are so important. And of course, we want the students to continue their education, and so that's I'm delighted that Cheney's also
Cheney and Central Valley is coming hopefully soon.
Excellent.
So we're expanding with districts, and so a lot of my time is working, not only with the students and seeing them every day, but also managing to kind of the liaison piece of working with our school districts and handling the budgets and all the other crazy stuff that goes along.
So then also that means the context with the counselors or the school administration or the designees there on this program. And then how are you tracking the results? I mean, just is it the students have obviously attendance requirements, class participation requirements, and then transfer to the college class, and then their performance in the college class as well in terms of
C's are better.
satisfactory. C's are better. I like that line. And
Yeah.
so, okay. And then do you do a grade check, or the
We
students
do.
are required to kind of show their progress? And maybe I ought to be asking you, so Jordan, so how was that? How did that work out?
It was a lot. It was
Did it feel stressful at first, or?
not really. It made me happy to know that I couldn't fail anything because somebody was always going to be looking at it, knowing that I had to be on top and make sure that nobody was able to tell me that I didn't do anything.
Right.
And I think it made it a lot easier knowing that they're going to be telling me something that I need to change versus high school where you're just another kid in the classroom.
You know, it's so inspiring to hear both of you, really. A Gateway to College at Community College is a Spokane program offered at Spokane Falls. And, you know, the success, and we want you to stay tuned as there's so much more about Gateway to College.
I look up to a lot of the older heads, you know, the innovators, the heads of the art movements of the past. They kept it really edgy, and like a lot of the Latin American muralists and Latin American artists, and their styles were very unique and new to their time. You know, somewhat controversial, but that's who I look up to mainly. Personally, I'm very excited about going to college. It's something new and it's something different than what I'm used to. I'm definitely going to be a little out of my element, but that's what makes it so exciting, is that, you know, it's something fresh. Well, there's so many opportunities that I think I could miss out on if I didn't go, you know? Getting into college takes planning and vision. You know, it's just like when I take a brick wall and turn it into a canvas for my art. Paintings help me realize that I've got what it takes.
Welcome back to Making the Grade. I'm Christine Johnson, Chancellor of the Community Colleges of Spokane. And today we've been discussing Gateway to College, an exciting program at Spokane Falls offered through Community Colleges of Spokane. And the director we have of the program, Jennifer Alt, and one of the students, a success story in Jordan Boyd, and her success in not only finishing the program, but getting ahead. And you know, CCS cares so much about providing a quality education to all of our students in our 6-county region. And we know that for some families it's tough to pay for college. Are there opportunities at Gateway College that students should know about? You know, what kind of financial aid assistance is there? Why should this matter to students and families who may be looking for that opportunity? Jennifer, can you say a little bit more about that?
Because we are bringing the students to the college environment at the Falls, they are college students and they're taking college courses, and as we know, that can add up on the purse strings. But one of the benefits of being in Gateway to College is that it is a scholarship opportunity for the students. So if they apply, they go through a very rigorous application process. And if they are selected, they are brought into our program and receive free education at the college. Their books are covered, their tuition is covered, their fees are covered, and all they have to do is show up and learn. And it really removes the worry of how much college is going to cost for them at that point in time.
So let me restate that. You're
Yes.
saying that these are high school students who maybe haven't been successful, and Gateway to College will provide them an opportunity with tuition and books and the opportunity to kind of that fresh start and start over and make it work.
Yes, and this is a chance for them to come in and earn those college credits along with the high school credits.
How does that work, Jennifer?
Sure.
Just, yeah.
As they earn their college credits, they every 5-credit college class counts for 1 high school credit. And so those credits are tracked right now through the Institute for Extended Learning, our partner in CCS,
Yes.
and they are able to award the 20-credit state diploma to our students once they reach the 20-credit.
So the students are really dually enrolled and get dual credit to complete their high school portion. and also to be earning college credit as they move forward. It's like, what a terrific opportunity. So Jordan, have you been taking that out to other students so they know, and is the word getting out, and what else might we do within CCS to inform students of this great opportunity to really turn their lives around?
Yeah, I definitely tell everybody about it. It's really made a big change in my life, and it can change anybody else's life.
And so is that working? Are you reaching some students, or maybe you have some friends who may think it's an opportunity, others who just don't think it's possible? Tell us a little bit about that kind of experience you've had in just reaching out to other friends.
I think it's definitely made a change for some people. I have gotten a lot of people to look into the program and start at the program, and for some they realize they're not ready for it yet. And
not ready for that daily attendance and the daily homework and the accountability that it really takes, yes. Yeah.
And some of the students, they really enjoy it, and they realize what a great opportunity they're getting, and they really take it and use as much as they can. And
take advantage, really, of this opportunity that's just a way to change course, change direction, and take a totally different path that will lead to really a good future, which is what we want for all of our students. So, you know, Jennifer, you were talking about your day, and no day is the same, and you know, full of challenges with different students. I understand Aaron is one of those students that has a very inspiring story, and I know that Teresa Lucan spent time with Aaron. Just say a little bit more about Aaron and that experience.
Aaron is just a joy. He came to us, and he had had a tough high school experience, and things hadn't worked out for him. And he came in just saying, you know, he was ready to finish, because he's actually very close to finishing school.
So he initiated the contact?
Yeah, he had contacted someone in the school district, but they referred him to us, and it just was a great fit. Aaron came in, and he is just in the classroom. His presence is felt. He interacts. He always has something positive to contribute or some insight to share, and it really just shows he gets other students to not be afraid to contribute, I think. And he even sat with our new students that we had in the winter on a panel. Him and actually Jordan, he was there as well, and they really shared what they had learned to give advice to the new students that were going to start to move into their college courses. And he said, you know, here's the deal, guys. You know, you're here not to make all these friends in the classes. You're here to learn. And if you walk in there thinking you're going to be social instead of, you know, getting serious and studying, then it's not going to work. And he's being successful. He's passing his courses, and he's going to graduate soon. So
that's amazing. Yeah. And you know, it's just so exciting, and I'm sure again the families must be so proud of the students. However, what I really appreciate is that leadership role now, because this is now about leadership, as being an example to other students and ambassadors really to the program.
They are.
And now, are they also going back to their high schools and sharing more about the experience, or have you done that at all, or does that, you know, how would you feel? Maybe that's the question if you were to be back now as a role model. Is that not exciting, and what a change in you know, the experience you had previously?
I would love to go and share my story and help other people and just get on their feet and ready to start. I have.
The info sessions.
Yeah.
So in the information sessions, you've done that, or are the students at the college, or are they at the high school for those information sessions?
They're at the college, but they're students who are thinking about applying.
Okay.
And so Jordan has come and spoken to those students about her story. And so she might not be taking it back to the high school yet, but some of them are from her high school. And,
okay, that was. How does that feel, Jordan?
It feels good being able to tell my story and what's changed, and being able to connect with the students that are in the same position that I was in, and making them realize that they can do it. It's nothing to look down on and be like, oh, I'm not going to be able to make classes.
Right.
There's opportunities to start later or earlier, and then soon everything's going to be your choice after the first quarter. The classes that you want to take, the classes that come in your interest, or the classes that'll make you graduate the soonest. Like, that's all in your hands.
And of course, you know, I'm so glad you mentioned that word of graduating, because we do want our students to pick a course of study. It can be any course of study that suits you, but to finish, you know, the whole thing is complete that credential, certificate or degree, so you can be marketable and, you know, in any field of work or profession, or keep studying, you know, because that one of the wonderful things about learning is when you start learning, it's like you want more and more and more, you know, more learning, more education, and so that's very inspiring to hear. What have you said to your high school counselor that recommended you? Have you been in touch with that counselor?
I didn't know. Nobody really. I got a paper.
Okay.
Nobody really contacted me.
Okay.
But the people that I'm still in contact with that went to that school or left that school because they couldn't do it, I tell them about it, and I know they've gone to the counselor and said, well, I know this person and they did really good, and I really make it known, and I'm not scared to say that what I went through, and I wouldn't change what I went through.
Well, and you know what? That is such a courageous thing, Jordan, that you are you acknowledge, you know, what could have been done differently, but the important thing is, but you've overcome that, and now you're on another path, and you're now helping other students move forward, and then, you know, that counselor that identified you on a piece of paper as someone that might benefit from this is, you know, what a great thing that was. And so, you know, I just, Jennifer, what are we doing to get the word out to families, to parents, and other students who know, you know, again, this great opportunity with tuition assistance, with books, with the opportunity to finish high school and college at the same time. I mean, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, really, for students that have the motivation now, you know, quite honestly telling you, but you have to be willing to work and to stay with it. But this is really terrific, and we know that in this economy and these challenging times in our country and in our state and in our region, the students who are better prepared are going to have the opportunities to get the jobs ahead of those students who don't have, you know, a college credential of some kind. And so, you know, just getting the word out is so powerful.
Our school districts play such a big role with that. The model that exists even with Spokane Public Schools is that when the student is thinking about dropping out of high school and they make that first contact with their counselor, and the referral process starts even then.
That's
and there's
excellent.
a filtering system that they go through where is Gateway the right match? And the school district identifies that, you know, that student, oh yeah, Gateway could be the good match for them. Let me send this referral over to Jennifer. And that's honestly, just by doing that, that has been such a way to spread the word throughout the school district, throughout the community. We also have one of our consultants that's helping us is very much involved in the community programs and in community meetings. And he hits the pavement running. Cleve Penworthy, former principal in the West Valley District, and he gets the word out there every day for us in different community-based organizations. So we really are, you know, our districts are our first point of contact, and I feel like they're doing such a great job at embracing us.
You know, that's really the power of the partnership, really, without our school district partners, and I agree with you. I think they're, you know, we're in this together. We want success for students all through the system, through the public school system and community college system, and on to the universities, and also for our business community to know that we're working to prepare the future generation of professionals in many areas. So I think you're right, a big commendation to our school district partners, all of them. And I know they care deeply about the students as we do. So
one of their favorite lines to say is they refer students to us because it's the right thing to do.
Yeah, and you know, that speaks about their commitment.
It does, absolutely.
Yeah. So I am just, again, so proud of the work that Jordan, that you've done, and all the students in the Gateway to College program. Please help me thank our very special guest, Jordan Boyd, a student who's successful in the Gateway to College program and moving on, and Jennifer Alt, the director of the program, Gateway to College. Thank you so much for joining us for Making the Grade.